everybody, welcome back to Brickcraft, and I have John here with me,
Hey.
and we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed because this canvas is about Assassin's Creed, and I have John here because I don't know much about Assassin's Creed. How many times did I say Assassin's Creed?
You said it. I'm gonna say I think I counted, and I believe you said it 72 times.
Oh, 72 times,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
So, basically, Assassin's Creed it's probably one of the best games of this generation. The reason being is just because the story-wise, it grabs historical like facts and historical events, and makes them like they exaggerates them, take away from them, or add to them. But at the same time you're learning because you look up these people in real life, and it's really fun. I remember playing the first game, which was ATR. You play as ATR, the first assassin in the series, and he was pretty cool. He's by far my favorite. ATR is probably the coolest assassin there is, which is it's the guy you're cutting right now. That's ATR.
Okay.
That's the very first assassin. He was missing one of his ring finger because that's where the blade used to go, and it was something like you sacrifice your finger for I can't remember right now, but pretty much you had to sacrifice your finger for the hidden blade, which is the little blade that they have at the end. And it was pretty, it was not the best game out of all of them, but it's definitely had those story there. Then you have the second game, which is basically Ezio Auditore. It's an Italian guy from the Renaissance time, and he was pretty cool. He was a little bit of a womanizer, but he was a pretty cool character. You play with him in 3 games. You literally see him age. You play with him when he's 17, all the way to like, I think it was like his 80s that you play with him. So in a span of 3 games, you really do play with him a lot, and it's amazing. It's an amazing series. He actually met Leonardo da Vinci, and the coolest part about that is that he no longer had to sacrifice your ring finger for him for to get the hidden blade. Leonardo da Vinci perfected the hidden blade so that you just it just comes out of your wrist, and you no longer have to sacrifice your finger. And then there you have ATR and Exia. Then in the fourth game you have Connor, who's a Native American. I cannot pronounce his tribe, so I will not even attempt to pronounce his tribe. And he was basically his problem is he was too hung up on freeing his people and getting revenge. He was an assassin, or he was adopted by an assassin, but his father was a Templar, and pretty much his father was the villain of the game, one of the main villains of the game. And you play as Connor, and you start out when he's 16. You end the game when he's like maybe on his 30s or 40s, and Connor's a good character. Honestly, I think he was the boringest character to play as. He was very boring. His missions and his ideologies were just not great in my opinion. I just didn't enjoy playing as Connor a lot. But regardless, it was a good game, and I did enjoy the I enjoy all Assassin's Creed. It's just honestly Assassin's Creed this one 3 was obviously the weakest one out of the. This is the one I was playing on the computer, Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
And this one right here, it's my second favorite assassin, which is Edward Kenway, which is the grandfather.
This is the game you just finished.
Yes, this is the grandfather of Connor Kenway, the one that I was just talking about, and he is a pirate, which is funny because Brittany, you know how much I like pirates.
Yep.
And this one for me was the funnest game out of all the Assassin's Creed games. Edward Kenway, you played the whole game, and he barely does assassin stuff. Like you do have the outfit, and you do have eagle vision, but he's more of a wild cannon, as in he has like the sixth sense, and he doesn't care what. All he cares about is money, pretty much. Like he's just your typical pirate. And it's interesting because you play the game, and it's like you're not playing with an assassin, you're playing with a pirate. So he does whatever he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it. He'll work for the Templars, or he'll work for the assassins. At the end, he ended up becoming an assassin. But it was a really fun game, and that one's my favorite because you have your own ship, and it was just a really fun game overall. It was by far my favorite one. And there you have all of them: ATR, Exio, Connor, and Edward.
So guys, thanks for watching this, and if you would like to purchase a canvas like this, go ahead to my store MV, which is in the description, and place an order for a custom canvas. And don't forget to watch my last video, which is right there on that wallet.